Alright, to continue our series on getting started from scratch, I want to talk about my 3 top picks of battle pets to add to your collection and to begin this epic journey. Now, there are weaknesses to these particular picks, but I think their strengths really outweigh those weaknesses. Now, as you can see, there is a total of 867 pets in the game. And so me choosing just 3 to get started with, it's a little bit challenging. But to get just your feet wet and the team that will carry you all the way from level 1 to level 25, I would recommend these 3 pets here. Okay. And the first one is Chrominius. He is found running Blackwing Lair, which is an old level 60 raid that you can solo if you are a level 70 or higher. The first boss is a little bit challenging, especially if you're brand new to World of Warcraft, but if you're an experienced player and you're just finally deciding you want to get into pet battles, I recommend farming for Chrominius. If you were to buy these 3 pets, it would be fairly expensive. It would be very expensive, actually. I was looking at picking up a Mechanical Pandaren Dragonling for my brother. Just curiosity, and I checked the auction house, and the cheapest one was selling for 17,000 gold. This guy here sells for an average of about 15k, and this guy, Chrominius, he sells for usually about 4,000 gold. So if you're to buy these guys straight out, you're looking at a large chunk of change, which easily you could buy, if you bought a WoW token, you would have plenty of gold to purchase these. But if you don't have one, if you don't want to spend real money on this, that's totally fine. I just recommend running the old raids for it. It took me, I farmed for these 3 pets tonight, or just these 2, and I ran... what is this, Encourage? Yeah, Encourage, or AQ 40. I ran it probably 6 times. I have a bunch of 110, so it took me very little time. And I ran it 6 times and got the Anubisath Idol. It may take you more, it may take you less. Chrominius, I only actually had to run Blackwing Lair twice to get him to drop. So I was happy about that. And then I crafted the Mechanical Pandaren Dragonling on my Death Knight. Now, this is something that I've kind of been toying with this idea. If you are new to pet battles, if you're genuinely a new player to pet battles, the first 5 people to reach out to me, just email me at gomirath@gmail.com, and I will hook up with you, and I will make you a Mechanical Pandaren Dragonling, either for free if you are brand new and you have no money, or just the cost of some of the mats, because he's not too bad to make. So I'm not gonna do this for a lot of people. Like I said, the first 5 people who reach out to me and who are genuinely new players, I'm not just gonna be bankrolling people to make money. I just really want to help new people in the pet battling world, and I'll hook you up with I've got a ton of extra pets, so I would love to help any new players. Just contact me at Gomirath Games, or gomirath@gmail.com. Now, these 3 right here, this really is the dream team, and I want to talk about them really quickly and say why these are the ones that I would choose. So the first one, Chrominius here, he is a dragon type with all these beast type moves, and he has a great racial. Every pet has a particular racial. I'll go over that in another video. It's the one I'll probably do after this. But as a dragon type, when you bring another pet below 50% health, you gain additional 50% damage. And this guy has the Ravage ability, which you learn at level 4, where you kill a pet, it'll heal you for a big chunk of health. And he's just really tanky. Like, he can take a lot of damage, and he can last for a long time. He also later on can run Arcane Explosion and Surge of Power, which are really useful versus flying types. And he also has the Howl ability, where you could either do Howl and Ravage and do a ton of damage and heal yourself for a lot, or Howl and Surge of Power and basically kill any pet in one hit except mechanical type or magic types. So he's an A-lister pet, absolutely tier 1. Now the Anubisath Idol here, he's kind of the poster boy of good PvE pets, where this combo right here, by level 10, this setup here, Crush, Sandstorm, Deflection, is what you will be using 99% of the time with him. And since he's a humanoid with a high health pool, he just heals for a lot, because the humanoid racial is that every turn they deal damage, part of the yawn, they're healed for 4% of their maximum health. And it doesn't sound like a lot, but it really is. It really stacks up over time. Now, the reason I went with the Pandaren Dragonling in the last slot is because he covers a handful of bases, where he is the only double counter to magic types, and doing all the master tamers throughout the world, you do not run into a lot of magic types. So that's not the number one reason. But he is a fast decoy user, which comes in handy later. He also has Explode and Bombing Run. You can also use Thunderbolt and Flyby. He just has a lot of different families that he's borrowing from. And he's a mechanical type, which they're very, very useful in that they come back to life with 25% health after they die. So these are the 3 pets that you kind of gotta have them. Not necessarily gotta have them, but when you're starting, they're the most useful. They will carry you from level 1 to 25. And if you need help getting them, just contact me, and I'm more than willing to help. I'm a small enough YouTuber that I don't think I'm going to be mobbed with requests. So that's the dream team. These are the 3 that you want. If you found this video helpful, like, rating is always appreciated, and make sure to subscribe for more content.